Hey guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're watching. Welcome to this channel. My name is Nerea Atieno, and if you're a new subscriber, you're most welcome. You're gonna love it here. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I love you. And if you haven't subscribed, this is the point where you subscribe. Today we're in the favorite part of the kitchen. Let me tell you guys, before you get into that, hey, I'm here physically but mentally. I mean, since December and the first year, I'm in the festive mood. Like, yes, you don't feel like working and all that, but you have to. Like, just because you have to, you know. So where are you guys mentally? Mko kama mimi mentally. This season, I promise to be myself to be trying new recipes. So today we're making some nice barbecue chicken for the first time. I've never made. I love to cook, but I've never made barbecue chicken specifically. So the only thing that was lacking, I would have done this last week, but the only thing that was lacking was barbecue sauce, and I couldn't do that before I bought that from the supermarket. So I got that from the shopping I did recently, and now we can make the chicken. I also want to make like a side salad, either vegetable salad or a fruit salad, whatever will work. Because from tomorrow, like just from tomorrow, which is a Wednesday, everything is just tight. We're going to be very, very busy. There's not going to be time to cook. I am taking this opportunity to prepare the meals I can do today, but I'm excited to try the barbecue chicken, whatever. So let's get into it. I hope you've grabbed your pen and paper so that you're able to write down this recipe and all the ingredients you need. Of course, you need some raw chicken, white vinegar, sugar, water, apple cider vinegar, which I didn't have, kitchen paper towel, salt, honey, barbecue sauce, soy sauce, cayenne pepper, Spanish paprika, garam masala, turmeric, some garlic, raw garlic and ginger, and butter. I'll also list down for you some of the ingredients you can use to substitute these ones, just in case you don't have all of this. First thing you want to do is to clean your chicken before anything, then squeeze in some fresh lemon juice. I didn't have lemon in this case, so I used some white vinegar. I decided to also prepare other meals that we will be eating within the week. At this point, I poured, I think, 2 or 3 tablespoons of white vinegar. Then the next step is to pour in cold water and white vinegar now into your chicken so that it can soak and refrigerate for 30 minutes. So in this case, I used this white vinegar for many purposes because I really didn't have lemons, and I don't know how I just forgot buying lemons the other day when I was shopping. It also depends with the amount of chicken you're cooking. I felt like this chicken we're preparing was a lot, so I added some more vinegar. Then you have to refrigerate it for 30 minutes. As I was waiting for my chicken to sit for 30 minutes, I was making my beef and goat meat that we were to eat in the next few days. You're supposed to drain the water from the chicken and dry the chicken with some paper towel. Then they say you add 2 cups of ketchup, but 2 cups is a lot, guys. It just depends with your chicken. It depends with the amount of chicken you're working with. Then add a 1/4 cup of sugar. Once again, since I didn't have apple cider vinegar, we used a 1/2 cup of white vinegar. You should also add a 1/2 cup of water. Then I added 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I added actually the third one somewhere around there. Then 1 tablespoonful of paprika. For these spices, guys, these ground spices, you can add as much as you want. Depends with how much spice you want in your food. Then you can add your turmeric. It just depends with the amount of spice you want to feel in the meat while you're eating. You can add whatever amount of cayenne pepper you can consume, but for this case, we used approximately 1 teaspoonful. We also added some raw garlic and ginger. We are supposed to add some garlic powder here, but since we didn't have the powder, this one works even best. Then give it a good mix. And as the chicken sits, we're going to cover our oven trays with some foil. I don't like to cook directly on the oven trays because once the dirt or the food sticks, it's hard to remove, and now it discolors, the coat comes off. You also want to ensure that you are operating with clean hands. Your hands have to be as clean as possible. As long as in as much as I'm not using gloves, my hands are clean. We're now arranging our chicken pieces onto the oven tray, but at this point I think I forgot to add some salt, which we did just at this point. At least they had not gotten far. I forgot to preheat the oven, but as usual, we're going to preheat the oven we're going to preheat the oven up to 150 or 180 degrees before we put in our chicken. So let's do that. It's long since I cooked anything in here. Mpaka nimesahau kuwasha oven. But anyway. Once you've placed your chicken into the oven, you're supposed to bake on 425 Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. I woke up fasting, took a shot. So as the chicken was baking, I took it upon my dear self to cut these onions. Anyways, these onions are for making the side dish that we'll be taking with the chicken. The onions did not make me cry. Mother of emotions did not get a chance today. And as you're watching this lovely video that I am making, have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? If not, kindly do subscribe. So for the other food that we're preparing, the ingredients include the onions, the danias. We had to check on our chicken 20 minutes past to see the progress, and at this point we're just going to turn it upside down so that all the heat can reach all the parts. Though the heat is coming from the top and bottom, but we still have to turn it so that it can bake evenly. I normally cook and bake my meat a bit longer than usual for it to become as soft as it can get, since I just can't chew things off the bones just like that because of the braces I have at the moment. So any meat I'm cooking has to be really, really soft. This was the remaining mixture while we were doing seasoning, and we're just going to pour it on top of the chicken. And you see that soup that is on that tray. I'm going to cook the chicken until the soup dries off completely, and that's when you know the chicken has cooked and baked properly. And this second time, we're baking at the same temperature of 425 Fahrenheit for another 25 minutes. We're back to preparing our side dish, and the following ingredients are needed. You need some rosemary, butter, cilantro that we had cut on the other clip. We need some onions, and I was intending to prepare some sauteed potatoes, but we didn't have enough Irish potatoes, so I decided to, like add some sweet potatoes, which worked really well. I couldn't stop checking on this chicken every other time because it was smelling really, really good. And now we're going to boil our potatoes, but we're not going to cook them completely because we'll need to blanch them. So we're going to add salt, cook a little bit, then blanch them. Then they'll continue cooking in the oven after we've added other ingredients. So as long as you have butter, garlic, onions, black pepper, just like a few ingredients for seasoning, you are good to go. I wasn't going to follow the exact common recipe of sauteed potatoes in this specific video because we do things a bit complicated around here. We're not basic. Our chicken was almost ready. It had gotten to the point where we were only left with like doing the last bit of it, and we had to make the very last sauce for this last step. We melted 2 tablespoons of butter, but we don't melt it directly on heat. We put it in hot water, and that's where it's going to melt. For this very last sauce that we'll be adding on top as the honey glazing coat, we need barbecue sauce, some butter, and honey for this step. So for barbecue sauce, you just add for as much as what would match the amount of chicken you're making. We're going to give it a good mix, but we're also going to melt it in hot water the same way we melted our butter so that they can mix properly and achieve the required consistency. Are you guys able to see the significant difference that is there now that we've tried to mix and melt it in some water? Tear the chicken up to the bone for me to see if it had cooked properly inside. I don't like when the chicken still has blood inside after cooking. Like, bro, what are you doing? These restaurants, what do? Do they not give this food enough time to just cook, or they're just in a hurry to attend to customers instead? So this is the last coat to make now the chicken be a honey glazed barbecue chicken. And this very last time, we're going to let it bake for around 10 minutes for the coat to stick onto the chicken properly, so that as you're biting the chicken, back to our other side dish. So we're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter in this case as well. I realized later that I've been using a cooking pot for this whole process since I don't have a mixing bowl. So anyway, whatever works for us. So again, just to mix all our ingredients there. So you're going to put in your sweet potatoes, your Irish potatoes, any seasoning of your preference, and the raw spices like the onions, rosemary, and cilantro. I also made some little barbecue sauce on the side, almost similar to the one that I coated the chicken with last. But this one I didn't add honey because, of course, it would taste weird on the potatoes. And I just wanted to make sure that the garlic would mix well with that sauce so that they could all stick onto those potatoes, and the potatoes would have like some garlic flavor. I don't know, garlic is my favorite spice. I love garlic. I can't eat food that does not have garlic. For some reason, I find baking food in the oven is much easier than actually cooking. Like the whole process of cooking is just too hectic. I feel like baking is so easy because once you put your food into the oven, you just have to wait for some time or like adjust heat or temperature, and that is just that, and the food just cooks. Just be honest with me, guys. Isn't this chicken speaking for itself? Isn't the chicken speaking for itself? Look at that. Just take a look. Take a good look at that chicken. When did you last eat chicken that was this good? Let's tear it up to see if it has cooked properly. Just look. Hey, Jehovah. Is there any sign of blood thingies in there? I don't know why restaurants cook raw chicken. I don't understand. I'm not even blowing my own trumpet. You can feel all the ingredients. You can feel the paprika, the turmeric, the garam masala, the black pepper, the honey. I'm telling you, the barbecue, the vinegar. You can feel every ingredient. I'm telling you guys, this is so... The garlic. Oh my goodness. We were trying to experiment what would happen if we added some cheese on top of our potatoes. I'm telling you guys, we're making sauteed potatoes, but now it has turned out to something else. We are not basic around here. We are just complicated in a good way, though. This was going to cook for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I remember mentioning in the beginning of the video that we would maybe make some vegetable or fruit salad, but I was very exhausted at this point, so we just had to eat fruits. At least we just wanted like two, maybe ka vitamin to maka fruit or maka vegetable. This cheese did not turn out as I expected on the potatoes, but they were still very tasty. You could taste all the ingredients used for this recipe. You'd really enjoy this, guys. This food is really, really delicious. You should try this definitely sometime. So this is the end of this video. We have come to the end, unfortunately. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss out on any new upload. Thank you for always stopping by to watch my videos, and you can suggest for me more recipes that I should try for you guys out, since I love to cook. Or we should like open a segment, or like a segment here on YouTube of just me cooking, just in this same channel. Please share your thoughts down below. I'll appreciate. Bye bye. I'll see you in the next one.